Alright, so before we begin this review of P.O.D, Murdered Love, the latest album from P.O.D, I would like to show you my P.O.D collection. Alright, so I have Testify, When Angels and Serpents Dance, and Murdered Love. I do not have Satellite on disc. I have that digitally because I can find it. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, Murdered Love is the latest album by P.O.D. It consists of 11 tracks. It's very reggaeton. It's very uplifting. There's a lot of scriptures throughout the songs. Like P.O.D, as you may have not heard, they are a Christian rock, reggaeton type band. They incorporate incorporate lots of elements of music into their songs. There's no acoustic tracks on here, which I'm kind of surprised because the last album, When Angels and Serpents Dance, had I think 2 or 3 acoustic tracks. Yeah, 2 or 3, and this one had none. But I ain't complaining. Okay, so how would this album sound when you first put it in? Okay, when you first put it in, you hear this low ambient noise, and you're like, should I turn the volume up or should I, just leave it where it is? Well, if you turn the volume up, because they're raising the sound on the first track, as the intro moves into the verse, and it's featuring Jamie Jasta of Hatebreed. It's called Eyes, and it's spelled with a Z instead of an S. And then we have our next track, Murdered Love, which is, I think, their single right now. Their second single off the album, which is Murdered Love. Either that or it's one of, I think it's the title track. Murdered Love is the title track. I think they're pushing Higher as the next single. So it's going to go Lost in Forever, Higher, than Murdered Love. I think that's what the single is going to go for. But Higher is a really good song. Lost in Forever, as you know, that's the song they've been playing on the radio constantly. West Coast Rocksteady. If you like songs like their older songs like Southtown, it's kind of like that. It's kind of a fun song. It features Sendog of Cypress Hill. Then we got Beautiful, which is going to be a really good hit on the radio. And then we got Babylon the Murderer. That's a pretty cool. It's a fast kind of song. It's got some reggaeton elements into it. So that's what P.O.D does. On Fire is probably, if you listen to this song, you think Rage Against the Machine, if they were still a band. Okay, next song, Bad Boy. So it's a fun song. I like it. It's relationship stuff. Okay. Panic and Run. What can I say about Panic and Run? I don't really have much to say about that song. It's a good song. It's talking about scriptures again. And I Am, which is the last song of this 11 track list album. I am the murderer, the pervert, sick to the core. I am unclean, dope fiend, I am a whore. The lyrics on this song are really strong. And the funny thing is, they go through, when they get to the chorus, I think, they say you are the cursed man, the one who hangs from this tree. I know this is the one and the only Son of God, but tell me who the... And they bleep fuck out. You know, they censor it. I know why they did that, because they didn't want to offend any Christians. Trust me, a band offended a group of Christians, and their album wasn't released. I remember that, but... And then, but back to the review. I don't want to ramble much, but I'm going to show you a picture. Let me take this off real quick. Some album work, some pictures, you know. Yeah, some pictures. Yeah. Lyric book is pretty simple. Just some writing. Easy to read print. And then some thank you notes from me. Okay, so how would I conclude my review of P.O.D. Murdered Love? Well, I would like to say this was a great album. It's a mixture of their old and newer albums. Is it heavy as Testify was? Not really, but there's 3 or 4 songs that are pretty how do you say, to the point where it's not death metal, but it's not, you know, metal, but it's not, it's like new metal. Yeah, new metal. So go ahead and buy it. You can get it at Best Buy for $9.99. I bought it at FYE for $13.99 because I shop at FYE more than Best Buy. And my next review, I'm probably gonna hold off on a few reviews for a while because it's like a dry. There's not really that many albums coming out. And plus, I gotta get that Tremonti album. It came out, but it hasn't like came out in stores yet. I usually buy my music from stores, or I probably get a Microsoft Points card and buy it on the Zune Marketplace when it comes to the Zune Marketplace. I'll probably buy it there. And so, I hope you enjoyed this review of Murdered Love by P.O.D. If you would like to see more reviews, I got plenty of albums to review. Just let me know. I listen to a lot of stuff. When I'm not playing Battlefield 3, which I'm not playing that right now, charging my controllers, I usually play guitar or I go do other stuff, but that's just me. And this review has gone on long enough. Sorry about that, guys.